right, deep divers buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the 2024 election.
Oh, yeah, things are heating up.
You know it, and we've got some seriously juicy material to unpack today.
Lay it on me.
This Daily Beast article from October 22nd, titled, Biden Has Second Thoughts After Calling for Trump to be Locked Up.
Whoa, okay. Already sounds like a wild ride.
It is Biden channeling his inner Trump.
The irony is palpable.
No kidding. So picture this. Biden's at a rally in New Hampshire.
Okay.
Feeling fired up, right? And out of nowhere, he drops this line. We've got to lock him up.
No way he actually said that.
He did. Talking about Trump, but then immediately walks it back saying he meant politically lock him up.
Damage control much.
Right. But this is more than a slip of the tongue. It echoes those lock her up chants from 2016.
Aimed at Hillary Clinton during Trump's campaign.
Exactly.
Yep.
So is Biden trying to tap into that same voter sentiment?
Or is this a genuine shift in his approach?
Good question. Well, the Trump campaign didn't miss a beat.
Oh, I bet they didn't.
They jumped right on this, accusing Biden of wanting to politically persecute Trump.
Wow, really going all in.
And get this, they're demanding Kamala Harris denounce Biden's statement.
Ooh, that adds another layer.
For sure, because remember, Harris has actually shut down lock him up chants at her own rallies.
Yeah, saying legal matters should be left to the courts.
Right. So her response or lack thereof could be a major signal.
Absolutely. A lot of eyes on her right now.
But hold on to your hats because it gets even wilder.
Okay, I'm listening.
Trump, in a recent interview, denied ever calling for Clinton's imprisonment.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. He's claiming he never said it, despite tons of footage from the 2016 campaign trail.
Talk about rewriting history.
Right. It's like he's trying to erase what everyone saw and heard.
This election is already shaping up to be one for the history books.
And speaking of history repeating itself,
Uh-uh.
both Clinton and Trump have faced intense scrutiny.
Yeah, for very different reasons.
Clinton for her emails and Trump for, well, right. So Clinton was investigated for using a private email server while she was Secretary of State. And while it was found to be careless, no charges were filed.
Right. And Trump, on the other hand, is facing multiple criminal charges,
including a conviction for falsifying business records.
It's wild how these situations, though different, both became so politically charged. It's like we forget actions have consequences.
Right. And the timing of all this is crazy.
What do you mean?
Trump's sentencing for that conviction on falsifying business records.
Oh, right.
It's set for late November.
Okay.
Which is just weeks after the election.
Wow. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Right. It brings up so many questions.
Like what?
Will voters see this as validation of those lock him up chants?
Or will they focus on the bigger picture?
It's a total wild card.
It makes you wonder about the impact of this kind of rhetoric.
Yeah, this lock him up talk. It's not just about Biden and Trump.
You think it's becoming more common in politics?
I do. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's a powerful way to tap into people's frustrations.
How so?
There's so much anger and distrust these days.
Yeah, you're right.
People feel like the system's rigged against them.
And they're looking for someone to blame.
Exactly. Chanting, lock them up. It's a way to channel that anger.
Creates a sense of solidarity.
Like we're all in this together.
Against a common enemy.
But it feels dangerous, doesn't it?
It does. Are we really going to start jailing people just because of political disagreements?
That's the scary part. This rhetoric erodes democratic norms.
Undermines the rule of law.
Creates a climate of fear.
Where people are afraid to speak their minds.
It's a slippery slope.
We need to be really careful.
It also distracts from the real issues.
Like what?
Instead of talking about solutions.
Healthcare.
Climate change.
The economy.
We're caught up in this drama.
Who's going to jail?
It's a distraction from governing.
And it prevents us from finding common ground.
Which is crucial for tackling these challenges.
So what does this mean for the average voter?
They need to be more critical than ever.
How so?
Don't just accept everything you hear.
Yeah, do your own research.
Consider different perspectives.
Don't be swayed by emotional appeals.
It's about thinking for yourself.
Like we all need to become fact checkers.
We need to be informed.
Engaged.
And hold our leaders accountable.
For their words and their actions.
We need better from our political discourse.
It's like we're stuck in this echo chamber of outrage.
It's exhausting.
Seriously. Biden's lock him up moment. Trump's sentencing looming the echoes of 2016.
It feels like a pattern.
It does. Are these isolated events, or are they pointing to something bigger?
I think it's a symptom of a much deeper problem.
What do you mean?
Our political discourse, it's becoming so polarized.
Yeah, it's like we've lost the ability to disagree respectfully.
We can't find common ground.
It's all about winning.
At any cost.
even if it means tearing the country apart.
And that's the danger.
So if this rhetoric is so dangerous, why do politicians keep using it?
Because it works.
Really?
Sadly, yes. It's easier to tap into people's emotions.
Than to engage in reasoned debate.
When people are emotional, they don't think critically.
So what's the takeaway from all this? Biden, Trump, 2016, where does it leave us?
It leaves us with a choice.
A choice.
We can continue down this path of division,
Or
we choose a different path.
what kind of path?
One where we listen to each other.
We respect our differences
We work together.
to solve the challenges we face.
It's not just up to the politician.
It's a choice we all have to make.
Every time we share a inflammatory post,
Every time we dismiss someone's viewpoint,
we contribute to the problem
we need to be mindful
of our words
and our actions.
and work towards a more civil and respectful public discourse.
Powerful stuff. So deep divers, what are your thoughts on all this? What stands out to you? Hit us up in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. And hey, while you're at it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged.